Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to ET Contact here on Sway, and it's me, Sway, with a very special guest, my friend, my brother from another mother, Miles. And as you know, I've worked with Miles quite a few times. How you doing, Miles?
Chilling, chilling.
Chilling, yeah. How you doing tonight? Other than just chilling, everything's good.
Yeah, other than walking out and not seeing the moon, which is a little bizarre.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. So I'm doing this interview, all right? So that way everybody knows I'm doing this interview. We've known each other for what, almost 2 years already. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, time goes by quick.
hell yeah, man, shit. But we're I mean, as close as we've gotten, man. Like brothers, like this. We're family, And
Yeah,
so here's the thing with all of this, all right? I've promoted you many times on this channel. I shared links to your videos. I mean, we've worked on some things together. And
a lot.
yeah, man. And like last week, brother, last week, it's like you caught something, bro. You caught something.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show the video. Uh, I'm gonna show the video and then we'll talk about it. Just give me one. I'm gonna show it right now.
Look at that. While everybody's faces are glued to the screen, look at this. There they go. They're gone. You did see that. That wasn't just me, was it? Gone.
All right, so bro, damn man, so I mean the video that I showed is the original what you did, as well as me trying to add some filters next to it, trying to brighten it. But tell me, tell everybody exactly, like, what you saw, there in that, when did this happen, and tell everybody what happened. What did you see, bro?
Well, I was actually sitting right where I'm at now, smoking a cigarette, kind of like in the down of like a bottom of a cul-de-sac. So it's kind of like down in the hole a little bit, apartments, regular apartments or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was smoking a cigarette, and there's a tree line to the right of me. There's a tree line, and there's a light right there, where the trash dumpster is or whatever. Usually I'm always looking up. I'm always looking up. And what plane is the BWI Baltimore Washington International Airport, but you have NSA, Naval Research Laboratory, and then I'm right here in the Bay, in the Maryland Bay. So you see all kinds of stuff, but UFOs you don't see often because of that. You would think it would be the opposite, but it's not, because they're secure areas. So you really got to look to see stuff. So I look and I see a light blinking, but something told me to walk out in the middle of the street. I don't know why. So I got up and I walked out to the middle of the street, and I didn't have time to grab my camera like I normally do. So I had to grab my phone. So I had the phone and I just pointed. Something told me just to point. Like I didn't know what I was going to see until it started while I had the phone up. And then boom, these lights are blinking, but they're not moving. It's like one blinks on the top, then the bottom, then left to right, and then it goes in like a sequence. And then you see the one on the top and the bottom, they both light up at the same time. You know what I mean? And it's just, I slowed the video down, and it's crazy if you look at it and slow it down. They're not planes. There's no beacon lighting on them. You know, there's no.
No, I hear you, bro. I hear you. No,
light.
I hear you because
you know, and it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just saying because, you know, as I looked through it, right, and we talked about this a few times, right? Like you said, it's in a pattern, and it's in a weird pattern. It goes in a circle, then it's kind of like, you know, side to side or whatever, and you know, and this is either like a big craft or like a bunch of little craft or something. But like you said, there's no beacon lights. It's not like it's not like an airliner. It's not a military jet or something like that. You know, it's something. Now the question is that do you think this is one of ours, you know, one of the government UFOs, or one of theirs, you know, as far as ETs? What do you think?
I don't know. It's that I've been rolling that thought around in my mind. I mean, part of me says government, but then part of me says no, because what possessed me to go out there and just randomly happen to step out in the street and look to my right?
Yeah.
You know, any other time if I saw, you know, any other time, and the location, it's not like I'm looking straight ahead and I can see the sky. Like I literally, like I look straight ahead and see the sky, but where it was at to the right of the tree line, I had to walk out on the road to see the sky where it was at. I had to walk out there and look. So yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So I don't know. I don't know if something got me to go out there, and then I just so happened to record a minute, and like it was almost like, oh, I'm putting on a show for you. Here, record real quick. You know, I mean, what are the odds that I happen to step out there, record, and then you see it stop? And that's when I back the zoom in, and you can see the street at the end of the video. I back it up so you can see the street, and you can see that I had zoomed in on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, just the timing of it. I mean, either I'm really fucking lucky, you know, or I don't really believe in luck or coincidences, you know, but government might have something advanced like that where your consciousness can be aware of it too. Who knows? You know what I mean?
I hear you. Now I asked you earlier today, when when you get a chance to film outside during the daytime of the area that you were at, so to show that there's no buildings, there's no towers or something. So I'm going to show that video now so people can see.
All right, this is exactly what I did. I went up like this, saw the lights, I zoomed in like this, okay, filmed it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, like that, came down, dropped, and then right there you see the street.
All right, so as everybody saw, you know, there's just the tree line. There's like no towers, no. So it's not like it's there. It's a cell phone tower, you know, with lights or whatever. It's pure sky. So here's now, you know, when you showed me this video and you asked me about should you send it to a specific channel, and let's, you know, we might as well talk about it because. Okay, so you sent it over. You sent the video and the link to, you know, that you put when you upload it to YouTube. You send it over to Third Phase of the Moon, and you know I'm gonna post the screenshots as we're talking. But
yeah,
you know, as we're talking, I'm gonna post the screenshots. So tell me, you know, their reaction. How did that make you feel? Like, you know, what do you think about their reaction, the way that they act? You know, they said what they said, you know, whether it's, you know, Blake or Brent.
I'm guessing it was Blake, because I'm pretty good at reading people, and just based on the way that it was put, it sounded like his language, you know, extremely disrespectful. And he's even come on my channel and made comments about stuff. And it doesn't make any sense because I have a lot of concrete evidence on my video that I filmed, that I've seen with my own eye, not like I'm pulling something off of something else like what he does. I'm out there filming this shit with my own eyes, so I'm seeing it. And he, everything that I've sent to him, he doesn't ask questions, he doesn't say anything, he just shoots you down right there, or he won't say anything at all. And I've noticed he started his radio station, and people have been calling in just to tell him, hey, you've been blowing me off, or hey, you did this. So this is a pattern with this guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing this radio shit, and there's people that are calling in just because they're feeling the way that I'm feeling, you know, frustrated with this guy, which makes me question everything that he's uploading and posting. If this is how you're treating contactees and people that are seeing stuff, not to mention I told him about my contact and called into his radio show, and he said on live air, he said that we can help you with that and blah blah blah, as far as regression therapy and everything. Never heard nothing, and I've sent him multiple things, and the guy's a dick, man.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, and when we've talked about this, and I've told you, I mean, I all the shit that I've seen on the show, you know, it's like, okay, some stuff is okay, you know, some stuff is okay. Now, a lot of the times when they're posting video, it's actually nothing. It's nothing, and then they're reaching for an answer. They're like, is this a UFO? Is this something? Tell me what you think it is, whatever. And they're reaching when you can tell that it's actually nothing. And then on other videos, I mean, they're using their software, and mind you, you know, they're a professional production company who have like $1,000 worth of software and equipment. They will add filters, this, that, and the other. He couldn't even fucking, you know, at least try to add a filter, see if he can brighten it up or something. He just blows you off saying, oh, it's just lights or whatever. It's really it's irritating, bro. It's really irritating that certain things, okay, yeah, you know, and all he's doing is reaching, but you know, when there's actually certain things that's concrete proof, I see that they tend to blow it off.
It says a lot about his character and his station altogether. You know, I mean, I you know, I've given the guy every kind of proof you can think of, all the way down to contact, and this guy's just, I don't know what this guy's deal is, man. I don't know. I'm starting to, I already have questioned his channel, man. What are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing? You know?
No, definitely, man. Definitely.
It's great.
No, definitely, man.
I'm at a loss for words at this point, man. Just the level of disrespect in the community alone that he is doing. And you see it right there in the emails, man. Right there. That's why I sent it to you, so you can see. And I guarantee you're going to be getting responses from people with this, man. I'm gonna try to send that footage to a friend of mine and see what he can do with it, man. Because he did something with one of my the other footage that we worked on. I sent it to him, and he was able to blow that up. But I don't know. He's been kind of weird lately, but we'll see if he can do something with that. But I think what happened with Blake, let's put his fucking name out there. I think what happened with Blake and Third Phase of the Moon is he started showing all these UFO things, right?
Mhm.
and then you get addicted to the attention. Some people get addicted to the attention. I've seen other people that do moon stuff, and I'll put her name out there too, Gina Hill. They start posting things and get addicted to it, but at the same time you have to deliver. So when you're doing moon stuff or UFO stuff and you're all of a sudden put in a position where you're delivering every day, you run out of ideas, man. Things don't happen when you want them to. So all the time. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, same thing happened with Tyler from Secure Team 10. You know, it's like, you know, he got, you know, he made his money, this, that, and the other, and now he's in a shitload of trouble with all the shit that he's gone through, and he's lying about different things here and there, and it's I mean, you know, they start with good intentions, they start with trying to get the truth out there, and then the attention gets to them or whatever. And with third phase of the moon, let's, you know, I'm just gonna put it out there, they're big Corey Good, David Wilcock supporters, and you know me, brother. You know, and I've said this on my channel many times, and and I've told you in many of our conversations. You know, those two are a bunch of shysters, a bunch of liars with their
Yeah.
bullshit, and they're like promoting it like it's the fucking truth. So as soon as they started doing that, I don't know. I started questioning their, you know, their motives, and you know, I don't know, you know, either, you know, at first I thought is that they were naive. They were naive and they were being fooled and tricked into shit. But the more that kept on going, it was like, you know, what the fuck, you know? It's like you could tell it was just,
Come on. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like come on. It's like come on already. I watched some of that stuff, the Corey stuff, and just to see where they've came from where they started, and you can see the level of bullshit because Corey did a speech not too long ago, and he was talking about the ETs and what they're doing here and the history and why they're here and all this other stuff. And that's not, if you go back to his original shit, what was when was his original account? It was about the SSP. That was his original account and his original story.
Mhm.
Now, if he knew all this stuff about ETs and the races and why they're here, why didn't you say that when you came out about the SSP shit?
No, here's the thing: is that those of us that are in the know, that have been following this whole thing from the beginning, you know, it's out there that, you know, with the Project Avalon online forum, he was data mining for years. You know, he was collecting information and interviewing people, trying to hear their story, and then all he did, he spun it around like if it was his shit, and then he's stealing things. He's stealing things from people, you know, legitimate contactees, people that, like David Wilcock, stealing things from Ari Stone about dreams, about, you know, reading dreams and what have you.
Yeah.
And so it's a bunch of bullshit. And now, you know, because people are calling out Corey Good, like, you know, a lot of my colleagues and friends, you know, like CW Chanter and Stina Bobina and others, they, you know, they're being sent cease and desist letters by Corey Good and David Wilcock, and you know, and there, you know, there's a lawsuit and this, that, and the other, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's what the fuck, you know. And I don't care. I'll talk about it, you know, and people will tell me, and I'm sure they tell you, that we're full of shit. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. No, we do. We see it right there. It's not our fault that other people are blind, man.
I've been having a lot of people stealing my shit, and these are people that have like, you know, 10,000 followers and more, and I've been and they'll steal my ideas, and they won't talk to me or even acknowledge that I said anything.
Yeah.
Like I had that one woman, Gina Hill, the moon lady, man. I told her that she was getting images of UFOs around the sun, and she couldn't explain what it was. And I said to her one day, I used to message her and stuff, and I said that that I believe they might be using it for a recharge station, you know, like recharging your batteries, you know what I mean? And she took that and ran with it, man, and did all kinds of videos. And now to this day, she switched from moon to sun stuff for a while. And she would just like stole everything I said to her. And then I think at one point I called her out on it, and then she blocked me completely from everything.
Yeah. And that tends to happen, man. That tends to happen. Now,
And
yeah, go ahead, man.
but I've had a lot of people doing that. I'm like watching videos and I'm like, fuck, didn't I just, I asked my wife, I'm like, fuck, didn't I just say that to so-and-so the other day? And she's like, yeah, you know, I always, if I hear something from somebody, you know, I always give them credit for that, man. And that's one thing that we got to do in this community, man, that, you know, and there's people that are straying from that. And I'm seeing it so much, people just being cutthroat, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fucking charging money for a cent. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I mean, come on now. What the fuck, you know? And you know, and I've said this many times. You know, if you know, and I've said it on my channel, and I've said it to us in conversation. I've talked about it with with your sister. I'm not gonna mention her name because she's not a public figure like like we're becoming. But it's like this, right? If we're given a gift, it doesn't matter what belief you have, like me being a Christian or whatever, right? You know, however, whatever gift that we have, it was given to us free of charge. It was given to us free of charge. Who are we to charge money for a gift? Or if there is a message that we are given to give to the world, why the fuck are people charging for that message? No, that's that's just wrong on every level, bro.
We're supposed to pay it forward. That's what we're supposed to do.
Exactly. I mean, and that's why, it's like, I think that's, like one of the many reasons why our bond, as brothers is so strong. Because number one, no matter what, we work with each other, right? We give each other credit. We let everybody know, hey, look, he did this, da da da. What I mean, everything is, we have this united front, and we don't go away from that, and like you said, this community, we need more of that, and it's like, anytime, and yeah, and I do that with like my other friends and colleagues, right? Where like, okay, if I mention CW Chanter, right? If I mention CW, if he said something and I say it in one of my blogs or whatever, I'll mention his name. If if it's Stina Maria, same thing. If Natasha Hines, whoever, we need that, we need that unity. Same thing with CW. If he likes something that I did, he'll mention my name, Stina Maria. She'll she'll use whatever, and my face is on there giving me that credit, and so on and so forth, man. It's just, this community, you got those people like the Corey Good followers, and I've said this a few times. You got the Corey Good followers that, they're listening to the bullshit, drinking the Kool-Aid, and all we're right. And all we're trying to do is seek. If everybody's trying to seek the truth, why are they attacking us when we're showing them proof that Corey Good and David Wilcock, they're full of shit? Because we have to call people out, just like you called Gita Hill, you called her out, and what have you. And it's, we have to call some people out at times, and like what we're doing now with like therapies of the moon and whatever. We got to call people out when they're not doing the right things, and
Yeah.
and there's and
I tried to give it a
go ahead, man.
I tried to give it. I tried to give it a pass, man, and it reaches a point where enough is enough, and what I'm wondering about third phase of the moon.
Hmm?
The big question I have: are you being paid? Okay, are you being paid to leak out information as far as what's going on with the UFO phenomenon? Because Your channel is the only one that has not been fucked with people doing what we're doing. His channel has not been fucked with. He's posting all kinds of crazy shit. But yet when you have somebody with real proof and real evidence, you don't even raise an eyebrow or attempt to look at it. That right there makes me question, is somebody letting you do and say what you want to? Because the real proof and the real people coming to you, you're ignoring and you're pushing them away. What are you really doing, bro? You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
No, exactly. I mean, is it a whole psyop? Is it a psyop? Is it, something, man? Now here's the question, man. I mean, on my channel, I've got, on both of our channels, we've gotten negative feedback from people. I know on my channel, people say that I'm full of shit or whatever, or I mean, you've gotten people talking shit to you, saying whatever. So right now, what is the message? What is the message that you have to tell people if they say that your stuff is fake or that you're full of shit or whatever? What's your message to anybody that gives you any kind of negative crap?
I'm out here looking at it with my own eyes. So, and a camera and a camera can only pick up so much. I mean, the actual image, these things you can't always capture, and they don't always show up as they appear when you transfer everything. So I'm getting as much as I can to show you guys. I'm getting as much as I can, and I'm having to put a lot of work into editing and going through these filters. You help me, and we put days and hours into just a 5-minute video. But I'm out here seeing this with my own eyes. I've been watching it for years now, and the real stuff, they aren't going to circulate it on YouTube. You're not going to see it, all the time on your news feed and everything, because they don't want you to see it. So you got to really look for the real stuff. You got to really look and know the right people. And if you're looking at this channel right now, you're in the right place to find the right information.
Awesome, awesome. All right, everybody. So I'm gonna end this interview right here. But you know what? Check out his channel. Check out Miles's channel. The link is in the description box below. He catches some good shit. Subscribe to it. Press the notification icon so you can be notified every time he posts. But I'm going to do another interview with him pretty soon because you got to hear all the stuff that he's gone through. He did it. He did an interview on a radio show a few years ago. But you know what? I want him to tell his story. I want him to tell about everything that he goes through now, all the stuff, because you know what? As contactees, man, we have to share this information. And you know what? I'm gonna do everything I can to promote him to, and to because we got to be united. We got to be a united front. All right. So, bro, thank you for for being in this interview today. And to any last words?
Always, bro. Got your back, bro. And yeah, I'd like to come on here again and tell people what got me started on this journey to begin with, which, like you said, it's a pretty crazy journey and it's still going.
Awesome, awesome, man. All right, so to everybody watching, just remember, that's Miles. I'm Sway. I love you all. Peace.